the live stream on the go here. We'll see who else shows up. Just looking for a hangout stream. Oh man, I hate this feeling of like feeling stuck. Like it's freaking cold outside. It's like minus 25 outside right now. And I feel like going for a walk, but it's freaking cold and I don't want to freaking... Man, it's the Brunswick weather. It's tough. But anyways, what can you do? What can you do? Alex says, hey. Alex, would you believe I was just on the horizontal stream and I got nobody for 5-10 minutes, and as soon as I jump on the vertical, you fly in here, eh? Oh my god. Shadow banning is a real thing. Shadow banning is a real thing. Friggin' annoying. Alex just says, wow, yeah, I know. You can tell in this business when you press the live button, pretty much in 5-10 minutes, you can tell if it's going to be a good live stream or a bad live stream. Like if it's just, it's almost like they put you in a cave sometimes when you push on the live button, and sometimes when you push on the live button, they drop you in front of like a rock star stage full of like 100 people or something like that. You just never know until you push the button. It's like, damn. But the days where you're hoping for a lot of people, you get barely any, and the days where you think you're going to get barely any is when you get the big stage or whatever. That's what keeps people hooked on this platform, I feel like. What's up, Jave? Welcome back. Yeah, I remember you. You were the guy who was talking about selling carpets. More people go on shorts and look for videos. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, whenever I make 5-10 minute videos, a lot of people do watch. It's crazy that people even watch videos on mobile, like a 5-10 minute video on their cell phone. I find that so strange because whenever I watch YouTube, it's always on like TV, which is so strange. Like whenever I post a video and it gets like 1,000 views, let's say on a 5-minute video, it's like 900 views is on the mobile. Hey everybody, we're talking about mobile viewers. And isn't it strange? Mobile viewers make up like the vast majority of this platform. It's so strange, eh? Oak's saying they're liking and they're subscribing. Right on. Thank you guys. Comment below where y'all from, chat. Comment below. I'm from New Brunswick, Canada, you guys. K Jelly says, my eyes caught you off guard. Really? Hey everybody. Comment below where y'all from. Yeah, my eyes is my my one good feature. Besides, usually I get people commenting my nice blue eyes, or usually people are roasting me. Do I know XXX Temptation? Of course I do. Of course I do. There's some commenters here from Canada. Good. Rip says, oh yes, our future 51st state. I think they mean that just for Alberta, not for the whole of Canada. I think they just mean that for Alberta. I do feel sorry for Albertans a little bit. Not sorry, I don't feel sorry for them, but I can feel how if they're getting used for, how would you say that? They're getting taken advantage of. They're getting all the oil stolen from them. So I can see why they're pissed. See, I live in New Brunswick, so we have to bum off of Alberta a lot. Oh, just kidding. Roasting is more fun. Exactly, Batty. Exactly. That's fine. That's fine. But no, I just wish there was a way. I just don't like the shorts vertical feed as much as the horizontal and the vertical. I don't know why. It's just always been my style. But whatever. We have to learn to get loose. We got to loosen up. We got to loosen up. Stop being so tight. Where are you guys all from? Hey, Spexy. Okay, interesting. Do I know Tom McDonald? Yeah, I do know Tom McDonald. How come everyone always references him? Do I look like Tom McDonald or something like that? Have I been crying? My eyes look red and puffy. No, but I do have sensitive eye issues, yeah. I was having car problems and a bunch of smoke got in my face there. But yeah, a lot of people do comment on that. I hope it goes away. Uh-oh, everybody. It looks like we have the YouTube Human Resources Department. Oh my goodness. YouTube Human Resources is in here, everybody. commenters in the stream talking about my complexion. Well, I'm looking out a window right now, and the sun is setting over in the east. But normally when I'm walking around in the house, I do have a little bit of a tan on me. But it is hard to get a tan here in New Brunswick when it's like -20 for 6 months. Sharir says, hey, from Iran. Oh, hey, what's up, Iran? How's it going? Be safe. Be safe over there. Vortex says, hey, what's up, Vortex? Turtle Attack says, do I like bread? Sure I do. They sell breadsticks at like Dollarama, where I'm from. Da-da. All right, everybody. Looks like we got a good little crew in here. Clayton says, Casper, the friendly ghost. Good one. Good diss. Good diss. Always love a good diss. And then Eli, bro, looking like a thumb. We've all heard that before. Tom McDonald, looking like a thumb. Something about Diddy. Something about this. Something about that. You guys little clowning. You guys clowning me with your little roasts. Hey, everybody. Yo. Looks like we got... The people who roast me the most is North Americans. My own people. Oh, I dropped my phone. Wouldn't be a live stream without dropping my phone. Eric Cartoon says, please reply to me back, David. Sure, man. Joshua says, hey, what's up? Does Frodo have blue eyes? I'm not really sure about that. Hey, Cole. Why does the chest hair stop and the neck beard start? Where does it start? Where does it stop? Look, right there. Right there. Right there, boy. Don't worry. It'll happen to you. If it happened to me, it'll happen to you. It will happen to you. Oh, jeez. Looks itchy. Actually, it's not too bad. When it's real short, it's itchy. When it's real short, because whenever I bend my neck and stuff like that, it rubs or whatever. But once it gets to a certain length, it stops being itchy. But yeah, it was itchy a day or two ago for sure. Don't get short with me. That's a good one. Hey, Sus, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a nice little evening. I slept all day today, guys. Not gonna lie. If you guys are asking about my eyes, maybe it's because I slept all day. Dash says, David, why did your hairline fall? I'm not sure why it did. It left the chat. My hairline left the chat. Juju says, am I from the USA? No, I'm from Canada, New Brunswick. Mark J says, what's the stream about? Well, I go live every day, and I just meet new people around the world. Mark, talking, reading comments, hanging out with people. Cole says, I know the world's crazy as hell right now. Please be safe. Scared watching everything in the world right now. Yeah, sometimes it gives anxiety. But I think we'll be all right, especially here in Canada, Eastern Canada, where it's nice and boring. If you have a lot of anxiety in life, try living in a boring place. That'll calm you down. Bebo, what's up? Venturno says 40 years old. No, I'm only 32. Venturno, whatever. Yeah. Oh, geez, here we go. Dancing for Fun says, hey. That's a good one. I like that. A lot of interesting names in here. Seems like we got a cool crew of people. We got some real people in here. I do like it when we got some like actual real cool people in the chat. And I'm not just saying that because, sometimes in your live streams you get like the biggest haters, but you guys seem cool. You guys seem like you have a good head on your shoulders. Thank God. How am I doing today on a Monday? Says Too Short. I'm doing good, man. I was just a little bit depressed, though, about being cold. Last night it was like -30. So that does suck. DG says, I feel making eye contact will steal your soul. Maybe that's why I'm doing this live stream, DG. For you to stare at me long enough like Indiana Jones, and then I just like pull you in, Give me your essence. I can't even do it with a straight face. CB says, thanks for another live stream. No problem, man. No problem. Thanks for the support. Wesley says, why would you put yourself through this? We are allies. Yeah, I'll be your buddy. I'll be your ally. For now. For now. Secret evil bald guy vibes. Gonna pet my cat. Gonna pet my cat in my millionaire mansion. Gotta stay positive. Moist says, hey again, David. Welcome back. Oh, a lot of comments in here. Ooh, I just had a coffee, says Ken Amaro. Did you really do the enema? Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. People don't do that. People don't put coffee down that hole. They do it in the pie hole, the mouth hole. Wonder Bread is not bad. I've not had Wonder Bread in like half a year. Too Short says anxiety is an ass. Yeah, I know. Anxiety does suck. Handsome Dancer says, what do? I do maintenance at a post office and live streaming. Live streaming. And I like watching technology videos, walking my dog. Sorry, guys. I'm not Elon Musk 2.0 or anything. I'm not doing any crazy projects at the moment. Although I do pay attention to stuff. You're a heavyweight, says Bip. Okay. Hey, from North Korea, says Sam. What's up? What's up, Sam? What do I think about the current war situation? Yeah, it seems like there's always going to be a war in the world, eh? There's always a battle. There's always a struggle. There's always going to be that pressure, you know? Can't have life without pressure. Can't have life without resistance. Yeah. What do I think about whatever? Rocky already said that. Do I think Canada Post is going to fold? Actually, no, I don't think the Canada Post Office is going to stop getting funding. I think the government's going to just keep on funding it, even though they're wasting money on it. I think the Canadian government is just going to keep paying, even though they're wasting taxpayer money. I don't think they care. I don't think they have the brains to solve how to fix it. I think everyone is like gassed out. I think everybody's too tired to bother to change it. Even though you could save like $1 billion frickin' dollars a year, they're like, they don't have the energy. Goof says, are my eyes real as it gets, brother. Real as it gets, man. For sure. They help me see at night. Ah, Rocky, no way. No way, Rocky. Janet, nobody believes that. Many people in DK and GL is afraid. I don't even know where those places are. Denmark? Why would Denmark be afraid? Beepo Pop says, do I have any kids of my own? No, I don't. Southern Trendkill says, sup, dude? Am I doing some fishing? Because of the background? No. No fishing. I can't fish until the snow melts, which it's only going to melt in like May by the looks of it. CB says the post office is having its lunch eaten by private delivery companies. They don't care. They don't care because a federal building does not have to improve like a capitalist business does. Like a capitalist gas station has to compete with another gas station or something like that. But a federal government entity like a post office, they don't really have to compete with anyone. They could just pay private companies taxpayer money. And really, they're not supposed to really, like, the people are supposed to complain about it, but we don't really complain about it. I think us Canadians are used to getting screwed over that. We just don't say anything. It's like, we'll give them a job, even though we're wasting money. I'm not the father, says dead being bald, change your life. A little bit harsh. Am I from the States? No, I'm from Canada. Cause that's funny. What's poppin' last? No, I was making coffee in my room recently. I just started making coffee in my room. I'm a little bit depressed. Josh says, can I move closer to the camera? Why? Canada will be like Europe in the future. Man, you could be so right. You could be so right. Wesley says it'd be nice to own your own country rent-free. Yeah. Think about debt. Debt and land taxes and housing taxes and rent and all that stuff is it creates a pressure that forces people to be creative and do business, or to go out there into the world and work and make money, either in a time exchange for money through labor or some kind of service, or some sort of like living off interest with business. And basically that's the only way to create value in this world that we kind of caught on to so far. That's why we have to pay taxes and all that stuff in exchange for more services, government services and that. But yeah, if the government's like cooking our friggin', you know what I'm saying? If they're spending too much money on stupid stuff, yeah, then it kind of sucks for us because we're the guys who's working, paying taxes, right? Especially whenever you get people on welfare and stuff who don't do anything, that sucks. That's a lot of money being wasted, welfare people. My eyes look really blue now, eh, guys? Can you guys hit me up with a like or something like that? Or 28 people in here, there's only 11 likes. Anime says, do I have a picture of me when I'm not bald? Yeah, not on me, though. Not on me. Okay. I see you, Juju. Canada's very expensive. Yeah, especially in like Vancouver. And the only cheap place to live in Canada is like PEI, Newfoundland, places like that, Nova Scotia. Jat says, is AI taking jobs in Canada? No, not yet. Not yet, man. Garbage says, you can tell by his forehead he got big dreams. You know, the whole prefrontal cortex thing. You think I'm a good thinker or what? Have I noticed an editorial shift in public broadcastings? No. Same crap, different day. That's why I like to hang out with you guys, because you guys are real. Dogman says Canada's too cold. Yeah, dude, this year was hella cold. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Marco Rubio just became the Shan of Iran. That's a good one, dude. That's a good one. I wasn't expecting a comment like that tonight. Yeah, Jim Carrey. That's all the rage, eh, Soma? I seen that. Everybody's talking about how Jim Carrey changed. Everybody's talking about in the past how Ariana Grande changed. People are changing, man. Botox is like changing people. MZ says, man, you don't have time to shave, ... Shave shaming comments. Have I ever been to Tati? No. Bib says, why am I depressed? Really just the weather. Seasonal depression, bro. That's all. I'm not signing up for MAID, bro. I'm not signing up for Canada MAID. I'm just cold of the weather. I want to drive my high-performance scooter. John says donated $10. Do it. Do it. John says, how have I been? I'm doing all right, dude. I'm doing all right. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I'm just chilling. Love hanging out with you guys, man. You guys do give me a little bit of sanity, even though we get some flyby people who stick around for like 10 seconds and give a stupid little diss and then leave or whatever. But if I have to put up with that just to hang out with you guys, that's worth it. How much horsepower does my scooter have? I don't really know how much horsepower it has, to tell you the truth, but I know it goes maximum 50 kilometers an hour stand-on scooter. Stand-on scooter, guys. Destroyer says the lion is being attacked by 2 rats. Huh. Who's the lion? Who's the rats? What are you talking about? You play video games, man. Gaming helps a lot. Yeah, no, I do not play video games. No, I had never played video games in a couple of years. I was locked in with technology and working out, bodybuilding, exercising, studying biology, and all that kind of stuff. Rafa says, "Wow, high performance, haha." Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't go 90 kilometers, but I like to consider it's high performance compared to the other scooter models. I'm not talking about a sit-on scooter, bro, if that's what you're wondering. I'm talking about a stand-on lithium battery one, like a stand-on lithium battery one, where you stand up on it. And, it's got quad shocks, it's got mud tires, it's got disc brakes, it's got 50 kilometers distance approximately. But no, it's not high performance in the sense that I paid like $4,000 or $5,000 for it. But it's high performance compared to the other scooters. Well, I guess I should say middle performance. I'm sorry. Wesley says, "Let's do some man stuff." All right, let's do it. Let's go out into the woods and cut down some trees. Sounds good. What is Addicted trying to say? I don't understand. Do I study biology? Well, I mean, I was studying like healthcare stuff. Yeah, I was studying like healthcare stuff as it relates to working out and everything. Wow, now I'm really got that Casper looking vibes, eh? Now that the sun went down. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Play Red Dead Redemption. Nah. I played the first one back in the day. First and the second one back in the day. Yeah, those were good. But I never really got into the newer one. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good. I know it's a cheesy thing to say, but live in the moment. Exactly. Live in the moment, man. Live in the moment. I feel like drinking coffee, but talking about living in the moment, I don't want to friggin' be up all night if I drink a bunch of coffee. Titan Legacy says, "What's up?" Chris says, "You good?" Of course I'm good, bro. Good that I'm hanging out with you guys. Klaus says, "Can you shoot Dixon?" Yeah, well, I'm into e-bikes a little bit. Support says, "I want to live in the moment." Yeah, well, there's actually a philosophy kind of about that. It's called Presence by Eckhart O'Toole or something like that. His name is Eckhart. Talks about presence, living in the moment, and all that stuff. Of course, it's easy for him to talk about presence and living in the moment. He's like a multiple best-selling author with, like 10 million bucks in the bank. So it's easy for him to talk about presence. But yeah, I actually watched him whenever he was young. And he was like, "I was sitting in my New York apartment and it hit me one day." He's like, "I was so stressed out." And he's like, "All I had to do is just be present. And I've been like that ever since." I'm like, really? That's how you became rich and successful? My God. Yeah, Eckhart, exactly, Diva. Can you shout out my friend? His name is Dylan, but he prefers to be called Dill. What's up, Dill? Shout out to you, man. And shout out to you too, Sam. What's up? Bib says money's a solution to every problem. Yeah, lots of it. Lots of money. Lots of money. And Maslow's hierarchy of needs or whatever. Food, water, shelter, and money. And also like mobile homes, trailer homes that you can drive around to a beach. Stuff like that. Yeah. Now I look very ghosty in the lighting, says a commenter. Oh, yeah, Dill, right? Samson, right? John got me to say it. John got me tricked. Toothpaste, what's up? He says, "In my dreams." Yeah, you could be in a dream right now. You could be looking at me right now and be like, where the fuck am I right now? In some bald 32-year-old guy's room with a coffee pot behind him and some fishing rods. Minus 30 below. Scotty said if the moon had a face, it'd be mine. Hello. Can you imagine? So creepy. Yeah, John says, "Shout out, Dill." That was a good moon comment, though. You guys actually creatively roasted me twice today. I like that. I like that you guys were creatively able to roast me. A proper roasting. A proper roast. A proper New England roast. Diva says money sure would solve all my problems. Oh my god. 10 grand? No. 100 grand? No. 250 grand? Now we're talking. Everybody in the live stream is gonna get 250 grand. All thanks to King David of Sazah. My English not good, but nice finally meeting greetings. Send by whoever. Thank you, bro. Brian says, good to see you again. Thanks, dude. Awesome. Welcome to stream, midstream, guys. Support staff says, I honestly need it, though. Huh. Support staff. I wonder why your name is support staff. Wasn't there a story where a guy lived in the moon? I'm sure there was. Actually, there's an old horror story of like a moon face guy. The moon becomes a tall, skinny man who comes to the Earth, and he sneaks into kids' bedrooms to suck away their souls, and take them away back to the moon and feed on them. And it's like a parent's horror nightmare story from hell. It's like a Switzerland story. It's like a Switzerland story. Like different cultures have a story about the moon. That's why you have to close the window at night and stuff like that. Otherwise, the moon man will come and get you. Hi, I'm Roman, 25-year-old geography teacher. Okay, good for you, bro. Even billions of money can't make me 17 again, says Sam. Why, Sam? How old are you? How old are you, Sam? 59,000? Are you 59? Post scarcity. What time is it in the USA? I go by Atlantic time, bro. I go by Atlantic time. Samson says that is a scary story. Yeah, the moon man. It's like early 1900s. African people have similar stories. Wow, cool. I made shrimp Alfredo, but I'm not sharing. Oh, that's funny. He says because they're fat and greedy. Well, shrimp is not very fattening, but the Alfredo might get you. The Alfredo might get you. Sam says I'm 29. That's not bad, dude. You're not even 30 yet. It's not bad at all. 29, pretty good age. Yeah, good age still for like recovering quickly. You still be a good laborer, Sam. I'm sure you're still a good laborer, being young, being able to repair fast. Just eat a lot of food, sleep a lot, and should be just fine for walking a lot, doing maintenance and stuff. Samson says I'm in Antarctica. Really? Wow. So you must be even more bored than us Eastern Canadians. Leno says, David, get off the live stream. Oh, you're in Pennsylvania. Okay. Psychotic trolling. Hey, from the Isle of UK. I didn't even know there was an isle over there. Lewis says, am I a vampire? I might be a vampire. Definitely giving off some vampire vibes right now. Look at how blurry the screen is. As soon as you ask me if I'm a vampire, like, this live stream is over. It's time to end the live stream now. I can't talk about this. Rajal says, Duffy, welcome back, Raj. Lewis says, take the sunlight. The sun just set. Actually, it's super dark now. The sun set. Sorry. If it gets dark now here in New Brunswick at like 5:30 p.m. Side of the ham. Good jokes. Sam says, I'm 30,000 in debt and working at a car wash, but cars are automatically washed these days by machines. This AI is taking everything from me. Well, I mean, just be grateful that you don't have a lot of responsibility. Then that's all. Just be grateful that you're not, I don't know, like in a high status job or something like that. Sometimes a low status job can be a blessing. You know, you get a little bit of money, you're bored, you got something to do, you got somewhere to go. But yeah, saying you're 30K in debt kind of sucks. But you're probably 30K in debt because you bought a 30 grand car, bro. You probably bought a fancy ass car and you wash it like every 2 days. Would I like my followers? Oh, geez, here we go. I actually just qualified to become a Canadian. It says, oh my God, I'm sorry, you guys. I made the screen so bright. Sorry for making the screen so bright, you guys. Don't leave me. Don't leave the Neckbeard live stream. Why am I white like an angel? Oh my God. Hey, Dave, do I know about him, Rom? Oh my God. End the live now. Leo's just been yelling at me to end the live stream since the very beginning. There we go. All I had to do was lean back. Hello, my name is Rabbi. What's up, bro? Sam says I'm 30K in debt because I spent all of it in Thailand. How do you spend 30 grand in Thailand? Would you buy like 10,000 lady boys? You don't even have a bike? What? Imagine the amount of sex that Sam 9000 had in Thailand with 30 grand. Sam 9000 might have been secretly operating like Diddy parties in Thailand. Ooh, Rabbi says the house you live in was promised 3,000 years ago. Wow. Do I have an iPhone 17? No, I do not. Any advice for before living in Canada? Yes. Never disagree with a baby boomer, or else they will do everything in their power to make sure your life is a living hellhole. And you'll be worse than Sam. You won't be working at a car wash. You'll be working at, I don't know, something worse than that. Something worse than what Sam doing. Never, ever disagree with a senior citizen in Canada is my advice. They will lose their marbles. Liano says, I'm just playing. Okay, good, good, good. I'm glad I didn't block you. Glad I didn't block you. Over 1 year, multiple visits. Oh, over 1 year and multiple visits. Okay, so I'm to believe that the 30 grand in Thailand was all in 1 year due to multiple plane trips and motel trips. Okay, so he does not deny the hardcore sex accusations, but he does blame it on the expense of modern day transportation. Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. We all know what you're doing over there. We all know Thailand has beer for like 50 cents a beer, okay? In order to spend 30 grand, you'd have to buy like 10,000 beer along with those motel bills and everything else. I'm on a survey, so tell me, what do I know about whatever? My color is blue. It looks nice. Thanks, dude. My eyes are going to be a lot less blue, though. It's starting to get pretty dark in my room. Do I do TikTok? I'll follow you. No, I'm not on TikTok as often, man. TikTok has a lot of trolls. If I have $100 million, I could buy 100 houses. Pretty much. I could buy every fancy house in, or I could buy 50 fancy houses in New York. Beepo, I like you, but don't be too annoying, dude. $80 and counting. Da, 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 da. Good girls in Payata. Oh, jeez. Hey, from North Korea, says Ham. Huh. yeah, so this I don't want to say this is a nice live stream to like end it, but it's getting pretty dark in my room, you guys. It's getting pretty intimate in here. You know what I mean? I'm surprised you guys are still hanging out with me. Silence says, "Be more of myself." All right, I'll try. I'll try. Yeah. Myself is telling myself that I need to clean out my refrigerator right now. Actually, I know it sounds boring, but I need to clean out my refrigerator, eat a little snack, and eat a little snack. Sam says, is 30K debt too much to be in debt? Well, it depends if it was like just solely off credit cards, how much interest you pay every month off it. And it depends what you got. You said you don't have anything, not even a bicycle. You spend $30,000 in Thailand. You work at a car wash. Just sounds to me. But you say you're 29 years old. I mean, this is like 25-year-old behavior, not 29-year-old behavior. I don't know, dude. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I know so many people that's like in their mid-20s that's on welfare. It's crazy. So, I mean, you being 30 grand in debt is lucky. Lucky you even work, since you were talking about AI earlier. Yave talking about Pakistan products. Leo says they got to go to sleep. The sad part is I got engaged in February this year, and she doesn't know any of this. Oh, jeepers. Sam, bro. Sam, it just keeps getting worse for you. She'll get you out of it. She'll get you out of it. Exactly, Zealot. But I mean, if you're Canadian, it almost don't really matter. There's so much Canadians in debt. I guess maybe the average Canadian is in debt about 30 grand anyway. I feel like, actually, if you look into it, when you factor in the federal debt. Well, because that kind of goes on all our backs. You know, if the federal government in Canada is like $30 billion in debt, that kind of goes on all of our backs, you know, and there's only 40 million people in here in Canada that stay like year after year. That pretty much all gets transferred to us, right? So anyways, guys, I think it's time to end the live stream. I see that there's 16 people in here. If you guys do like hanging out, you know, hit the subscribe so you have a better chance hanging with me next time. Sometimes people don't even get notified. Even though you're subscribed, you might not even still see me. You still might not even get notified, which is so weird. But it happens. Because a lot of people say, I subscribe and ring the bell and I still don't see you. I still don't get notified when you're live, Dave. And I'm like, I know, it sucks. But as time goes on, you'll get notified more. Let's read one or two more comments. Sam says, my uncle's 57. He has a Thai girlfriend. He dragged me into this loop. Huh. He sends his girlfriend too much money. Because he has money. Well, then ask your dad for money, bro. Peace. See you guys later.